It's your boy Doug, and I'm up in the mountains of Blairsville, Georgia, out here making the paper. And I'm just saying good morning to those who woke up today to be with me. Happy birthday to those born September 22nd. Have you noticed that your Android phones? And my condolences go out to those who did not wake up to be with us. It's September 22nd, the first day of fall, and I'm up in the mountains of Blairsville, and I am headed to the cribbo to chill out. But hey, I got this issue. Around the mountain when I come, I'll be coming around the mountain when I come. I'll be coming out the mountain, I'll be coming out the mountain, I'll be coming out the mountain when I come. I'll be riding in a Jeep when I come. I'll be riding in my Jeep when I come. I'll be riding in my Jeep. I'll be riding in my Jeep. I'll be riding around the Jeep when I come. I think I'm going to do it. I ain't got no signal, no nothing. Nothing. No signal, no nothing. I guess I talked to myself. Y'all enjoy the view. We are in the mountains of Georgia, just below the Tennessee line. So we'll be going left, right, going on up, and left, right, going on down. I got no phone signal, guys, so I'm going to be quiet now and let y'all enjoy the view. To T-Mobile and then go to the bank. I got no signal, baby. Y'all have to listen to me sing. I can freestyle a song up in the mountains of Georgia. It's a wonderful day up in these mountains at 66 good old degrees. I got cows and a breeze with me, and I'm riding down the hill in my Jeep on around the bend I go. Then I go up the hill and what do I see? I see another bend some more. So I take that bend and I head to the left, and what is waiting on me? I got another bend in the road next to the Shady Grove UMC. Enjoy the ride 'cause I have no signal. I can't make a phone call. I can't shit. You break down up here, you just have to walk to the nearest phone. That mountain right in front of you. Ain't it big? Now I'm going right around it. Left, right. Or left, right. There's no guardrail. You go right on fucking down. Damn, ain't no guardrail. They're like, fuck it. That's how they reduce their population. Go on over that edge if you want to. Still no bars. Got 20 miles to go. get out of the mountains. Still ain't got no signal. Ooh, look at that mountain, y'all. Straight ahead. Up, up, up. Still got no signal. My ears are popping. I feel the pressure in my ears. Cabins, Blood Mountain Cabins. www.bloodmountain.com. Ooh, that's a long way down, boy. I don't see nothing but clouds. Y'all can't see it. But woof, we way up here. Well, man, got a truck. was her. Still alive, 87. Nobody gets a buck that's at home crying about the past. It is 2025 September. All right, 12 more miles. Damn. Gotta be coming out of it now. Come on, man. Somebody think they can drive. Coming out of it now. Still ain't got no signal. like I got a little bit of signal. Let's see.
Please leave your message for 910286332.
Good, okay. Must be busy. Coming around the mountain, here I go. Still ain't got nothing. I got nothing. Here it comes. Coming in very, very slow.
Now, while normal people from across America were gathering in Phoenix to pay tribute to Charlie Kirk, the line started the night before, and by 4 a.m. the crowds were huge. As you can see, they're full of young people, not just those geriatric misfits you see at those No Kings protests, but amongst the patriots who love America, just like Charlie did, there was a small group of misfits who thought it's a good idea to protest a funeral. Just gross. And talking about gross, this happened in NYC. A group of contemptible far-left imbeciles did their best to interrupt a somber vigil for Charlie. How did they do that? Well, one screechy cretin sang Bella Ciao, a message written on one of the unfired bullets, and then some sad soy boys sang about wanting the young Republicans to die. This is the modern left, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't want your salvations. Why? I want you to die. We're not gonna give you a second chance, even when you beg for it on your knees, begging and pleading.
Just when you think the left has hit rock bottom, they start digging. And that brings me to the Democrats, who have incited so much of this hate, so much of this hysteria and violence. Listen here to Democrat Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, who shared a disgusting statement on X, reshared this claim that Charlie Kirk was Dr. Frankenstein and his monster shot him through the neck. Well, here is Omar on CNN with Caitlin Collins doubling down.
I think it was the video where it called him Dr. Frankenstein and said his monster shot him through the neck. I mean, obviously this is a person, and looking at this is someone who was a husband and a father, and in the days after his shocking death, that happened as a result of his views, or happened as a result as he was sharing his views publicly with people, that people found it jarring to hear such criticism of that in the immediate aftermath of
what I find jarring is that there's so many people willing to excuse the most reprehensible things that he said, that they agree with that they're willing to have monuments for him, that they want to create a day to honor him, and that they want to produce resolutions in the House of Congress honoring his life and legacy. It is one thing to care about his life, because obviously so many people loved him, including his children and wife. But I am not going to sit here and be judged for not wanting to honor any legacy this man has left behind. That should be in the dustbin of history, and we should hopefully move on and forget the hate that he spewed every single day.
The only one spreading hate is that hideously ungrateful woman. You know, it's only in the West where people who hate the country are accepted as migrants and allowed to run for public office. As for Charlie being left in the dustbin of history, is that what she said?
Yep.
Well, his message, his name is bigger now than ever. Sorry, Elon. Now, let's check in on actress turned mad activist Cynthia Nixon. She's now boycotting lefty corporate Disney because they're not left enough, apparently. This is over the low-rating Jimmy Kimmel being pulled off air after deliberately lying about Charlie Kirk's alleged killer. Suddenly, the left cares about the First Amendment and free speech. If only they knew what it meant.
I just canceled my Disney Plus and Hulu subscriptions, and they asked me why. I hit other, and I wrote, because I believe in the First Amendment, reinstate Jimmy Kimmel now. My whole family is really gonna miss Abbott Elementary. We are really gonna miss Only Murders in the Building. But you know what? We would miss the First Amendment a whole lot more. Don't go to the theme parks. Don't go on the cruises. Cancel your subscriptions now.
Now, let's hear from a race-baiting pastor spewing nothing but lies and vitriol. Now, either he is lying and he knows he is lying, or he's ignorant. There are no other explanations for what you're about to hear.
Calling this nation to honor and venerate a man who was an unapologetic racist and spent all of his life sowing seeds of division and hate into this land. There's nowhere in Bible where we are taught to honor evil. And how you die does not redeem how you lived. You do not become a hero in your death when you are a weapon of the enemy in your life.
And Charlie Kirk worked another miracle today. He brought feuding former bros Elon Musk and President Donald Trump back together. And Elon had this to say about Charlie.
Charlie was someone who believed in dialogue, in open debate. He was a man of ideas. He spoke eloquently. He basically never even raised his voice. He was a man of peace. And now he's been murdered in cold blood.
Did you know him personally?
Yes, of course. We met many times.
How was he like?
I supported his opposition. I supported Tony Park from quite a lot.
Why was he killed?
He was killed because his words made a difference. Because he was showing people the light, and he was killed by the dark.
Charlie was murdered by the dark for showing people the light. That's quite profound and beautiful from Elon Musk. Let's bring in documentary filmmaker and commentator Ami Horowitz. Ami, what did you think of today's service? The emotion in the room was palpable. It was quite powerful.
It was incredible, and it's unbelievable to hear, considering how dark what happened was, how evil it was, for them not to fall into that trap and to just focus on love and togetherness and camaraderie was incredible. The moment where Erica Kirk forgave him was something beyond anything I could possibly muster up. And it's just a direct contrast to the left. It's a direct contrast to when I've gone to similar rallies on the left, and all you hear is vitriol and hate and a call for violence. It really shows the difference between the two.
Oh, it does. And you've experienced that, as you said, yourself. You've been met with violence just for taking an American flag to a protest. You didn't even say anything, do anything. Just the presence of the American flag was enough to trigger these people into violent acts against you.
Of an American flag.
Yeah.
I didn't fly a MAGA sign, right? Or some pro-Israel sign. It was an American flag in America, having Americans react to it. It's so fascinating how white supremacists who are involved, and yes, look, there's some truth to that, obviously, but with all large lies, they take a kernel of truth and they distort it, right?
Yeah.
Look what it's doing here. Sure, there is violence on the very hard far right, but it's such a small percentage of the demographic makeup of the right as opposed to the violence of the left. It's a much larger percentage of the Democratic population.
And we see case after case after case, and you've seen some polling recently that bears that out, where people who identify as left-leaning or very left are quite openly saying, yes, acts of violence are justifiable in some cases.
What's so fascinating about that poll is that it's a linear poll, right? The spectrum is very clear. The more left you are, the more prone to violence, which we kind of knew.
Yeah.
But what's fascinating was the more right you are, the less you are calling for violence, and that people in the center actually call for more violence or accept more violence in our political culture than people in the center right does. Yeah, it's a fascinating poll.
And completely contrary to so much of the media commentary on this issue, because they love running that line that the biggest threat is right-wing extremism, and that's just not the case. Now, we saw footage today of Charlie Kirk's final moments, his final day, and I was really touched by that. I wasn't expecting to see it. We saw a little bit of this about a week ago, but we saw a lot more today, and he was just so full of life, so full of joy. He was on a university campus, massive crowd, beautiful day, and the horror that followed is just unthinkable. Let's have a look at some of that footage.
All right, 3, 2, 1, smile. Awesome, guys. Thank you. Charlie Kirk! Charlie Kirk! Charlie Kirk! Charlie Kirk! Charlie Kirk! USA! 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 USA!
That was Utah Valley University, and you see Charlie there with a big smile on his face. He was always smiling, he was the joyful warrior. They killed the joyful warrior.
I mean, I want to rewire my brain for that to be the image I remember of Charlie Kirk, as opposed to having seen those horrific images where I was just woken up. I was in a different part of the world, and I wake up to texts from friends and family telling me that he was killed, and I turn on, Instagram, and I couldn't believe it. The images of him being murdered were all over the place and just seared into my memory. And those are the images I want to remember him, the happy warrior, the person who was open and friendly, which is so crazy because they're trying to make him the exact opposite. They keep using the word hateful and hate. And you saw not just those images, but when he spoke, and if you listen, I have been listening to hours of what he was saying.
Mr. Sterling, can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
All right. How's it going?
Oh, it's going okay. How are you?
All right. What we got going today?
Look, I just wanted I said, let me call you and just give you a heads up. I've been out of town for the last couple of weeks since you did the ice maker thing.
Yes, ma'am.
And before I left, I never could get it to make ice.
Okay.
So what I did is I turned it off before I left because I didn't want it to start making ice and I wasn't there.
Right.
So I got back and I tried to reset it, and it still didn't make ice. So I'm thinking that it may be something that I'm doing. So what I thought about last night, I'm going to go back over and just turn it off and see if I can reset it and try again.
Okay.
And then I'll give you a call back, maybe tomorrow or so to give it a couple of days to see what it does. But I said, let me just call you and just give you a heads up since it's been,
Let me give you some information back to you. Now, there's an ice maker in the refrigerator, top left corner, right?
Right.
Is that one making ice?
No, I don't. Well, I don't know. I'll look when I go back over today. But I know the one at the bottom is no ice. And I try to put it, when I change it to ice cubes, it's not dispensing any ice. That one would be coming from inside the refrigerator. The one, the refrigerator, yeah. So I would say no, because like I said, when I put it on ice cubes, it's not dispensing the ice.
Is it fair to say that neither one of them are giving you any ice?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
On the left door, are you familiar with the ice on, ice off button?
Kinda, but I know you told me it kind of says ice off, but it's kind of
tricky,
confusing. So that's why I say it may be me.
Okay. What you do now is go to the refrigerator and touch the freezer button so the light up, so the display light up. Okay. If
It's a button. Okay.
Right. You touch the freezer button so everything lights up.
Okay.
You look at the one that says ice maker off. If it is lit on, then the ice maker is on. If it don't light up, it's off.
Okay.
And that goes for both of them. It's kind of tricky. Now, if you see that it's on this lit up, asking you, do you want to turn it off? Then it could be vice versa. I was told by Samsung, some countries are vice versa. So it could be that it's opposite. When you push it, you're turning it on if it was made in Korea, and then it's opposite if it was made in China. And I got up and I said, what kind of sense does that make? Y'all got two different countries making the same daggone.
And see, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure if I'm turning it on or if I've turned it off.
Right, that could very well be it. So look at what it is right now, and then switch it.
Okay.
And then give it a couple of hours to see what happens next, and give me a call back.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Now I probably won't call you back until like maybe Wednesday.
Right.
But I'll go over there today and do what you just said, and I'll give it a day or so to see what it does.
I did the same thing before one time. I was so confused. I was like, okay, and then I just switched it around, and next thing you know.
It did. It made it. Okay, so when I go, you said touch the freezer button.
Right, and see if the light for the ice maker comes on.
Okay, so when I do that, everything should light up.
Everything should light up. And so if the ice maker button lights up and says ice maker off, then switch it off. It may be that it's backwards because of the country, and you're turning it on, not off. It's so confusing. I hate even thinking about it. I got smoke coming out my head now.
Yeah. So if it says ice maker off, to switch it, I would just hold that ice maker button for 3 seconds.
No.
Okay.
Just touch it. Turn it off. Yeah.
Just touch it and turn it off. Right. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Now there may be two lights. One for the upper ice maker and one for the lower.
Oh goodness!
They both light up. They both come on. They both light up. There's two different little ice maker lights in that little button. So you'll say, for instance, it come on, and you only see the ice maker for the lower ice maker. That'd be the one it'll light up to the far right. When you push the ice maker button to turn it off, then another light will come on showing you just turn off or on the upper one. So they're both in the same. They're both in the same area. Normally, if you got an ice maker up in the refrigerator and an ice maker in the freezer, you got two ice maker lights.
Okay. All right.
Let me know.
Okay, I will.
All right. I know
all right. Thank you.
Your brain's smoking too.
Yeah, it is. It is. So, but I'll let you know. I'll try.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye. Before I let go.
It's openness. It's wanting to convince somebody else of its position. That's not hateful. It's the opposite of hateful.
And the fact that
This is Doug. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can, Doug. How are you this morning?
Doing great. What you got for
This is Danielle giving a call with Armis. I had spoke with you on Saturday about Miss Katrina Morgan. You had called in.
the dishwasher?
Yep, that's the dishwasher.
Yeah, I submitted the invoice for the water inlet valve, and I submitted the invoice that they paid the $89. So I'm just waiting for authorization.
Okay, I have to make sure that we received it.
I sent it to both service at Equip, and I sent it to estimate at Armis. I sent it to both addresses.
Okay. So the service one, don't send, for future references, don't send anything there. Continue to send it to the estimate at armishome.com.
Okay, I sent to both. I CC'd. So they both going
Okay.
there. Yeah, here's what
You sent it on Saturday?
the same day. Yeah, before I even left it home.
Okay, because I have to check with the supervisor to make sure they received it, so that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, they should be there, because I told them that I was going to go ahead and order the part and wait for you guys to catch up with me.
Yeah, it hasn't been uploaded. It's more than likely because we're just getting back into the office today. Is it okay to place you on hold until they let me know if they received it or not?
Sure. And I just left another job. I just completed another one, and so we got two to talk about.
Okay, hold for me just a second.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hello, Doug?
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you.
Okay. So we received the documents. Everything now is uploaded to the claim. So the adjusters, they will reach out to you sometime this week with an update.
Okay.
I know that you said you had another claim. What's the claim number?
Stand by. I just sent it about an hour ago. I'm driving. Give me just a second.
Okay.
that is complete, and it has the customer signature. I sent SR 354469 completed.
Okay, what's the customer's name and address?
Her name is what is it? It's 281 Oak Ridge Acre, Blairsville, Georgia. Her name is. Hang on, I gotta get up again. I'm trying to drive in. Quick, crazy name. Hang on, it's a weird. I'm trying to drive and pull it up.
I know. Take your time, please.
Let's see. Go back to the email. It should have her signature on it as well, but I'm trying to pull it up. Boom. Here we go. Let's blow it up. Her name is Deborah Bazio. I sent 2 copies.
What's the address?
Again, 281 Oak Ridge Acre, Blairsville, Georgia, 30512. Phone number 229.
Okay.
Got it?
I'm just waiting for them to let me know if they received the document an hour ago.
And I got the confirmation number too if you need it.
Well, hold for me a second again. Just like I said, waiting for them to let me know and upload that information so we can notify our payments department.
Thank you.
You're welcome. One moment.
I'm still coming out the house. She lived way up in the mountains. I lost my phone signal. I lost everything.
Really?
Man, I was way up there.
Really?
With that cloud. I'm still going home. It took me 2 hours to get there.
Seriously?
Seriously.
You drove that far?
Yep. Y'all asked me to go, and I said, sure. It took me 2 hours. I went all the way up to the mountains. It got scary for a black man, too.
Trust me, I understand. I wouldn't want to be in the mountains, but it's nice to see on the pictures, but I don't know about driving through the mountains. That scares me. But we are thankful for you for going out there.
You're so welcome. Y'all feel free to call me anytime. Well, if it's a reason, I would take the job.
Okay. They said they got it, so I'm just waiting for them to upload it so I can see it on the claim, and then I can do what I have to do and notify our payments department. So
excellent.
Yep, we have it. So it looks like you will receive the $475.67.
That'll do it. And I went ahead and ordered the part for the dishwasher. So I just need a confirmation number on that one. Did I lose you? I must have lost you. Hello? Yep, I lost you. I lost you. No signal. There she go. Did you get me back? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I lost signal.
Yep, we lost signal. I was just letting you know that we received the document and it's uploaded in our payments department. We'll see the notification, so be on the lookout for that email with our credit card information.
Thank you so much.
Anytime. And again, thank you for working with us here at Armis Home, and you stay safe.
All right, feel free to call me. I do the entire Atlanta area.
Oh, okay. Well, we definitely will give you a call.
All right. You have a blessed day.
All righty. You have a blessed one as well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Call LaShawn Monroe.
Could you please repeat that?
Call LaShawn Monroe.
All right. Calling LaShawn Monroe, mobile phone.
LaShawn Direct. LAS. LaShawn. Direct line.
Thank you for calling. Check out empty phone. Please hold while I try to connect you. Husband.
Wife, why you haven't been trying to reach me?
Whenever you guys.
Huh? How come you haven't been trying to call me?
Bobby, I'm just now looking at my phone, Tom. Oh my God, look at all of these texts going on my phone. What's going on? Is it okay? I see a lot of texts here.
It's probably Nicole.
Texts.
You got up just
Oh, she's sending the pictures?
I think so. It
What she
says
said?
images. I can't see them because I ain't had no signal. I'm just not getting signal.
No?
I see she sent something.
Yes, her.
But
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
her
not getting
she sent
signal. She was calling me this morning. I kept losing her and losing her and losing her.
All right, hold on. Oh, well, see, I know you couldn't get signal up there in that spot.
I kept talking to myself. Then she called back. Then I can't get it. Then I called back. Then she can't get me.
Yeah. But you knew that from the last time.
Yeah, I know. But she called me this morning.
Okay.
Talk to her daddy. We all she got. We all she got. Cause her son don't live her no more. She got an empty nest.
And did you hear she said that they were going across seas or something next year? Oh my
Hey,
God,
he was going to
man.
leave anyway. He could turn 18. I left on the 17th. So, you know, it was
You left
bound to
at
happen.
7?
You can't keep a baby forever. She need to join a softball team. She need to join a women's softball team. A women's bowling team. Something of that nature. Hello? Lost her too. Damn, I can't keep nobody in the phone.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to Metro PCS and get this shit off my phone.
To get what off your phone? I thought they took it off already.
I've told you I've got a virus.
Oh, the virus. Oh, you said you was gonna come home.
I probably got it from your pictures.
No, I don't think so.
Funky ass pictures with viruses all on. Need to give you pictures
no, I don't
bad.
think so. No, I don't think it was me. No, I don't think so. Who you have?
I think so.
Miss Jones. Yeah. I'll clear it back there.
Alright, sure. Check it out. Bye. Don't nobody want to talk to me. Don't nobody want to talk to me. I guess I talk to myself.
Phone memory is full.
I guess I talk to myself. What we got going on?
Vehicle speeding. When the officer caught up to the vehicle, he saw that the driver did not have any taillights on, leading to a traffic stop.
Boy, you know why I pull you over. Let me see your license and registration.
How far are you going to roll and park in like the worst orientation? Hey boss, how you doing? Good, man. I'm Sergeant Boyce. The reason I'm stopping you, on top of the speed, you were going a little quick through here. I don't really care about that. I was already planning on pulling you over. You got no taillights on, no headlights. You got fog lights, but nothing. Nobody can see you from the rear. There you go. You got a chicken in there? What the hell is that? All right. So you got the insurance for the car as well?
I'll look for it right now.
Perfect. Yeah, if you can get it pulled up, that's great.
Okay. Thank you.
Why do you have a chicken back here?
Do you know if I look for it?
Yeah.
I got it somewhere in my wallet.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can find it in your wallet or the app for the company, whatever you got to do.
Okay. Give me a few minutes.
She said he ain't got none.
Perfect.
He ain't got none. That chicken telling.
While you work on that, I'm going to run back to get started. As long as there's nothing wrong with the license or the registration and you can find the insurance, it'll just be a warning, okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I can't find my...
Can't find it?
Yeah.
He ain't got none.
Who's the insurance through?
It's Farmers Insurance.
Farmers? Do they have an app that you could download?
How do I go to wallet? Well, not wallet.
The App Store?
Morning, Gary. Just checking your status.
18.
I don't know. You want to give me years a ticket for insurance while you're short.
I can do that, but I'd rather not if I don't have to. I don't like writing tickets that people got to deal with. If we can figure out how to get your insurance proof.
Call. You don't know what you're doing.
So let me make a phone call to see if they can.
Yeah, if you want to, you can try that. I imagine at this hour there's probably not anybody around on a Saturday, but
I want to call my wife too.
Oh, that works. Yeah. See if she's got
That
it.
normally works. The wife.
Lydia. Can you send me insurance card to find you? Can you please text it to me? Okay. It's gonna take 1 minute.
Perfect.
So I didn't have my lights on?
Yeah. Just the fog lights in the front, but no tail lights at all and no headlights.
Yeah, I had them off. I thought I had it in the auto. Are they on right now?
So they should be when you got auto. Yeah, you got tail lights. As long as your foot's not on the brake. Your foot off the brake? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Then yeah, you got head and tail line.
You got an idea?
So why do you have a chicken? Or why do you have a rooster in the car?
Oh, because I'm going to take it to one of my friends.
Why are you getting rid of him?
It's because I just don't have the place and the time to have him anymore. So.
Okay. Did you move? Like, why are you getting rid of the chicken?
No, I just don't have time to feed him anymore.
Okay. So, do you have hens or just the rooster?
Hens too.
So you do have time to feed him?
Yeah, I had time to feed him, but right now we're getting busy and there's no time.
So why are you only getting rid of the rooster?
Okay, give me 1 second.
Like, you realize that doesn't make any sense, right?
Don't make any sense at all.
No, it's because
They don't like each other. You tell them, I don't like that song, bitch, new dog.
There it is. Good deal. 8700, thank you. So it's because why?
because I don't want to have it anymore. So that's why.
You don't want to what?
I didn't want to have him anymore.
You didn't want to have him anymore?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, why don't you shut the car off for me real quick and hop out?
Oh, you're under arrest, huh? Mr. Tank.
All right. So, no. So initially, you said you just don't have time to feed him anymore.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Nothing on you. I got to worry about weapons.
No.
Nothing like that. You mind if I check you real quick?
No, go ahead.
All right, that's cool. You don't have anything that's gonna stick or poke me, right?
No.
Okay. I got so much cash.
No, I was carrying.
You what?
I was carrying.
You always carry a large amount of cash?
No,
Okay.
but
Well, that's a lot of money, man. What are you talking about? There's nothing in the front.
Yeah.
Pockets there. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So, you just didn't have time to feed the rooster anymore.
Yeah,
but you have hens that you're not getting rid of.
No,
So I have chickens, and I feed my chickens at the same time I feed my rooster, and it's the same amount of
No,
work.
I have hens. I'm getting rid of everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So why are you only transporting a rooster right now?
No, because I'm gonna give it to my friend.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's not taking any hens, just a rooster?
Well, he's taking some hens too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing in the car I got to worry about? Guns, drugs, knives, bombs, stolen property, nothing like that?
No.
Okay, cool. If I take a look, man?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. 22 from 18, 25 from All right, I'll have you hang out with my other officer as soon as he gets here, and then I'll just take a look, make sure everything's kosher, and we'll get you out of here, okay? Yeah, where are you coming? So, are you coming from home right now?
Yeah, I'm coming from Plainfield.
Okay. Where's and the home is in Plainfield, right?
Plainfield.
Okay. Is there yeah, okay. Do you live like in the town of Plainfield, or like?
Yeah, I live in town.
They let you have roosters in Plainfield?
No, but we have a place where we have like a farm.
Uh huh.
Yeah, it's outside the city limits.
Outside the city. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Is that noise just driving you crazy the entire way home? Or entire way out there?
Yeah.
I bet.
So I thought you was gonna give me a warning.
Yeah, I still plan to. So that's not going to change anything. Just want to dig a little deeper and find out what the deal is, because it doesn't make a lot of sense. So, yeah. It's a little weird one, but I think the dude's coming from a cockfight. He's got a rooster in the back of the car and a large amount of cash on his person. You guys. So how many roosters you got back here?
There's 3 boxes.
And how many roosters per box?
There's 2 per box.
2 per box? Okay. So where was the cockfight?
Can't you? Oh, I don't know.
You got razors in the car, man. You got spurs.
No,
you got spurs, large amount of cash, and roosters in the car. You're coming from a cockfight, or you're going to a cockfight.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't do that.
Uh-huh. All right. Then why do you have spurs?
Oh, I didn't know there was spurs in there.
What do you mean you didn't know there was spurs in there? It's in a... Okay.
Line his ass.
Baltic Sea, the Black Sea, the whole of Eastern Europe. Denmark and its allies will not be provoked by Russia. On the contrary, it only strengthens our...
Every day I wake up, wake your ass up. Legend Bobby Brown.
Hello.
Now, listen,
now, wait, which one?
Now, I got to tell you.
Which one?
This is not New Edition, Boston, my prerogative, Bobby Brown. This is Bobby Brown, makeup artist,
That's
entrepreneur, owner of Bobby Brown Cosmetics and more. She has a new book out right now called Still Bobby.
Well, hold on now. Bobby Brown Cosmetics was the old brand.
Oh, yeah, that was the old brand. That was the first one. Jones Road is the new one.
I love that you have Jones Road. I'm gonna just let you know right now. I hope this does not offend you. I thought you were black. I ain't gonna lie to you because your Bobby Brown line, honey, is so good for my skin, our skin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And usually, you know, we're the only ones who know our skin, but it's like, baby, Miss Bobby.
My background is I'm a makeup artist. I spent my life doing makeup, and I had this crazy idea that you should put a foundation on. That's the exact color of your skin.
Girl, the skin stick, the corrector, man, everything, the foundation with the sunscreen, the SPF. Thank you.
Yeah, Jones Road is even better.
Okay.
Jones Road is even better.
Right.
But I've done so many different makeup, so many celebrities, so many women, and it took a while to kind of teach women that you just want to look good.
Yes.
You want to look like yourself. I mean, I used to do Whitney Houston's makeup. She did not like the makeup to look natural. She wanted a lighter foundation.
Yeah.
And I used to fight. I'm like, you can't. It's got to match your skin.
Yeah. Especially under them lights. So thank you, Ms.
Well,
Bobby.
welcome. How are you feeling? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm great.
Okay.
I'm great.
I want people to buy the book Still Bobby, but I do want you to give them a little bit of your history. Like, you started as a makeup artist. How does a makeup artist go from that to creating her first $1 billion brand, Bobby Brown?
Well, I was a makeup artist that when I started in the 80s, it was all really artificial makeup and just really not attractive. And I started doing makeup a different way. But the makeup on the market sucks. It was not good. I used to have to fix everything. And one day I met a chemist and I said, hey, I've always wanted to make this lipstick. And he's like, I can make it for you. So we made it. And I said, I bet I could sell this, and I then I thought about 10 colors and I made it, and I started selling it out of my house, when I had my first baby in my hometown of Montclair, New Jersey, and I would be going into the city to do fashion and Vogue and all that stuff. And then it just kind of grew from there. And one day I met someone, and I talked to everybody because I think most people are nice and interesting. And I said, "What do you do?" She said, "I'm a cosmetics buyer at Bergdorf Goodman." I'm like, "Oh, I have this line of makeup I'm working on." And I got into Bergdorf Goodman. Didn't shop there at the time.
Wow.
But I sold the makeup there.
Oh, wow.
And the rest is history.
And the rest is history. And then we sold the company to Estee Lauder after 4.5 years.
See, I don't want to give too much away, but just break down the details of that situation.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. After 4.5 years, we sold to Estee Lauder. I stayed as a corporate employee 22 years. You could read the book. You could text me afterwards and ask me other questions that are not in the book.
Ma'am.
Yeah. But, so that was the first brand. And then while I think the only reason I was able to stay in corporate America, because I am the least corporate person you have ever met. I don't break the rules. I just make up my own. Is I used to do all these cool things on the side. I was an entrepreneur, so I did a lot of different projects and, became on Elvis Duran. I became the beauty editor of Elvis Duran. And
Salute to Elvis.
yeah, and by the way, that's how I met Charlemagne. I was lucky enough to sit next to him at a wedding.
At
Elvis's wedding. Yeah, which I guess is like 6 years. I think he just celebrated.
I think so.
Something like that. And and I just liked this guy, and I'm like, let's have dinner. And he's like, all right, great. And we made dinner plans, and the rest is history.
You've had a few of those since then.
Yeah.
What foundation does Charlemagne use?
Well, he's got such beautiful skin, he doesn't wear any. That's his secret.
The rest of us don't. What would be the shade back then? Did you know him before that?
I did not.
I did not.
I did not. Yeah.
But I love that you had a non-compete for
25 years. And so when we sold the company, I was 34. And when my husband said we got this non-compete, I always got D's in math that I'm very proud of. To be successful, and not be good in school, I think is something to consider. But I counted on my fingers. I said, well, I'll be in my 60s. I'm not going to want to work when I'm in my 60s. Fast forward, I'm 68 right now. So I started this company.
You look really good. I'm sorry. I did not mean to say
thank you.
Damn like that. Damn.
You know why? Because I don't shoot anything in my face.
Okay, I'm shocked. You look really, really freaking good.
Honestly, it's the truth, I think. But I'm also into health and wellness and fitness and,
So let me ask you about that, because that seems like that's the new trend now. If you watch any show on television, it's all about lip fillers and Botox and this tox and that tox and detox and red tox. What do you think about some of this?
Because I don't like it. I don't like any of it. I don't feel it looks natural. I don't think it looks good. And I think, the important thing is how you feel and your lifestyle choices. I like to have fun like everyone, but I know how to balance, and I know what to do to make me feel better. And when I look bad, I don't run to the doctor to say, fix me up. I look at myself in the mirror and say, what have you been doing that's not working? And change it.
Wow.
So
how do you implement
Hold on, but she cut her off. She was a grown woman.
Oh.
And you launched another brand.
Oh, yeah. I launched another brand when the day my non-compete was out, and which was literally a week before the presidential election. You remember that time in the middle of the pandemic? I just flicked the light up and did 3 things, and we launched the brand. Didn't know what was going to happen. And we're celebrating 5 years this year.
Amazing.
It's been amazing.
And now Jones Road is $1 billion brand.
Now Estee Lauder's like, I got to buy this one now too, huh?
Right.
No.
You're not going to sell
No, we're not for sale.
Okay.
I forget what I was on. I guess now that we're here in that part of your journey, like business wise, like what are your go-to, like here's what I always rule of thumbs in business, because you make it just seem so effortless. Like, I met a woman at Bergdorf Goodman, and boom, we're in the store.
Oh, it's not effortless. That's why you got to read the book.
I know it's not, but and not giving away too much from the book. But like, what are those things that you kept very near and dear to your chest that
honestly
you do every time?
Honestly, it's common sense. It's just doing things the way you do things, and it's doing things the way my parents taught me. My grandparents. Like, I grew up with this loving family, complicated but loving. But they were, everyone worked really hard. Everyone had to be nice. You had to be nice. There was no excuse not to be nice. And you had to, be a little creative with your thinking. And when things didn't work, you're like, all right, that didn't work. Let me do something else. That's how I lead business, is like the same way I would lead my life. And I'm like right to the point. Like I don't mess around. I don't like when people are like talking about what they should do and how and strategizing. I've already done it. Yeah, I've already done it.
Now, how do you work with, I know your son is the CEO of your new company. A lot of people say, you know what, I don't want my family a part of the companies because family usually mess things up. You can't talk to family, but you took a different route. So break that down a little bit.
I did not choose to work with my family. And my husband and I've always done everything with my husband. But our kid,
Have you noticed that your Android phone is running slower than it should? It could.
choose to work with my family. And my husband and I've always done everything with my husband. But our kids weren't not interested. 3 boys, none of them were interested in beauty or business, really. And it just kind of happened. Our second son, Cody, who I named Dakota, which I thought was the coolest name, but he's Cody. He came to work with us on some growth things. He knows a lot about digital marketing. He's now people meet us and they're like, oh my God, your son is the guy. I'm like, yeah, I'm so proud of that. But so he started helping, and we had a COO, we had a president. One by one, Cody started doing their jobs. And so it's like, it seems like the more we get rid of people, the better our team is. It's about having like your community, your posse, and putting your heads together and figuring out what to do. And he's been incredible. I mean, he's just been incredible. And it's not the easiest thing working with the family.
I'm sure.
On top of that, my head of brand is his wife, which is amazing. And she's a very beautiful, tough, smart woman. And they have my 2 grandkids. So I've learned, the most important thing in my life is not to piss them off, because I want to see those grandkids every single day.
How has motherhood influenced your philosophy in business or beauty?
The greatest thing about being a woman and being a mother is we know how to multitask. If I ask my husband or my chiropractor, any guy a question, they stop what they're doing and answer you. Women, you ask a question, we're on the phone, we're getting our nails done, we're chopping vegetables. So it's, I just think being a mom, I have figured things out, how to get the kids ready for all the things. I mean, you tell me, how's it like, having 4 daughters and watching your success?
Man.
And how do you fit it all in? Well, I know how you fit it in. You have the best wife in America.
That's what I was about to say. Give her all the credit. I'm just here. Like she handles, she's the CEO of the household.
Yeah.
Yeah, she makes our lives that much easier.
And she just loves you.
Man, I love her.
She does.
So if I told my daughter that last night, my 10-year-old, I was like, this is the most important woman in our life. And then my wife goes, all right, stop gassing it up. And I'm like, who else would it be if not you? And I really feel that way.
Yeah, it's evident.
You dedicated your book to your husband.
No, he is the light of my life. He's amazing. Okay. And by the way, we've been married 37 years. It's not easy, guys. Nothing's easy, right? Is there anything easy in this world? Nothing's easy. I work really hard.
How's he impacted that journey? Between the woman you are, your professionalism, business owner, all of that. How has he impacted that journey?
He's look, I can't do anything without him, because I'm the one that's like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? I'm only 4 hours sleep. I just got back from, and he's like, calm down, breathe. That was what he said to me on my way out of the door this morning. He said, breathe. I didn't. That was my first one.
Was there anything you discovered about yourself? Maybe something that even surprised you in the process of writing this book, reflecting on your journey?
Actually, yes. And I suggest everyone writes a memoir at some time in their life, even if it's not to be published, because it's very cathartic. It's not like being in therapy where you discuss things, but when people ask you questions and you're talking about your journey, you start to tie things together. And I realized how watching Papa Sam and his car business, who came from another country, watching my dad kind of go through he was a lawyer, but then he kept hating it and doing other things and then coming back to it because that's what paid the bills, I realized some of my entrepreneurial spirit is from watching all my family members.
The girls who are like starting today where they're not doing like magazines because everything's digital and they're trying to grow their brands like physical products, what do you advise them to do, because everybody's online with a product now?
Right. Well, you just, I have a lot of, female founder friends and male founder friends, and I help them all. And I tell them the same thing my husband tells me is breathe, first of all, and just keep doing it. You just gotta, how do you start? You just start. And you just keep doing it. Put a post up. If it didn't work, figure out what you're going to do next. And, and meet people. Get out there and meet people.
I was going to ask, why is it so important for you to document a lot of this? This is your 10th book. Like to share a lot of knowledge. Why is that important to you?
Well, I think somehow, all I wanted to do when I was a kid was be a teacher and a mother. So I'm kind of both, right? I mean, I'm a mother. I'm definitely a teacher. I like to learn. I'm notorious for wanting to try new things and learn new things. I like to surround myself with really smart people to teach me things, but I also like to surround myself with young people that I would like to teach certain things. How you can have, and I'm hoping this book is going to serve as, many different things for people, but for a young person to read and say, wow, you can do these things, and you don't have to do everything so well. You don't have to be perfect.
I want to ask, we see it here, a lot of people all the time, women and men that's trying to create their own company, right? Their own lipstick line, their own hair line, and it's very difficult, right? What would you tell that young entrepreneur that's trying to break through the doors and they're having problems? Target won't take their calls, Bloomingdale's won't take their calls, Macy's tells them no, or they don't have enough stock. What do you tell that young entrepreneur?
Well, first of all, I tell everyone, try to work for someone first. Try to spend a year, and just think of it as being in school. Go work for a company that you admire. I don't care if you have to be the receptionist or a social media manager. Just see how things are, and when you're ready to launch your own business, don't overinvest, because then you're going to be stuck. People think it takes a lot of money, and do it really slow and make sure what you're doing is different than what's on the market. And if you don't know if it's going to work, just make a couple things. Figure out, people come to me with these big decks, and they're the most beautiful decks. I'm like, oh, this sounds amazing. Can I try the product? Well, I don't have the product. Well, how do you know it's going to work? I mean, I had this one girl with a Harvard degree come to me with this beautiful deck. I said, all right, let me try it. She was a woman of color. She wanted to make this special sunscreen that looked, she didn't even know where the lab was. I'm like, how could you do all this until you actually know the product works? And, when you do have one that you think is great, put it in little containers and start giving it to all your friends. If they like it, then give it to other people. Just start slow. You don't need, people think you need it all figured out.
Well, hold on, I want to say, this is a woman who built $2 billion brands telling y'all it is okay to have a job.
Yeah.
Okay. She's saying work for a year, so
that's what I'm saying. But still, but most people will be we know a lot of entrepreneurs that be like, no, I don't want to have a job. You shouldn't have a boss.
Yeah, but first of all, you got to learn things like arriving on time, saying hello, or if you're late, calling and saying, I'm so sorry I'm late. How do you learn those things? And you also have to figure out how you can work with other people. And so, it's okay to work with people that you don't like, because you have to learn how to do it. All these things in life, we're learning things.
I was going to ask, with makeup, it seems like it's a difficult industry, right? And the reason I say that is, the red lipstick, right? Charlamagne puts it on his lips, and he might have a reaction to it.
That's a fantasy.
No, it's not. Or something like that. You never know what product works with somebody's skin. How do you go around that to make sure something can work for, I guess, everybody? Or do you say, I'm looking for a particular market and I'm going to focus for that?
Either one of those work. It doesn't really matter. I mean, Jones Road is a clean makeup brand, so I know people are not going to have problems with it. I also know the only people that aren't going to like Jones Road are people that like artificial makeup. If you like artificial makeup and want to look like that, there's other brands for you. So I don't have to be everything for everybody. But what I want, it's why Jones Road, I think one of the reasons why it's successful is because it's what I believe in, which is makeup that when you put it on, you just look better. And